welcome to 2K Sports. You're watching the NBA. Friday Hoops Fest coming up next. It'll be the Chicago Bulls facing off against the Utah Jazz. And now time to hand things over to Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke. I'll be back at halftime.
And both teams going through their pregame rituals, getting loose well before we're underway. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan, joined by Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr, with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Our starting lineups, a look at the matchups here and who we'll see for our starting five for both teams. Okay, first for the Bulls. Harper's out there with Michael Jordan. We've got Longley. Each and every night, so important to utilize that size under the basket, and you know he'll be contributing in every way he can here tonight. Then there's Pippen, and it's Rodman in at the 4 spot. And then for the Utah Jazz, John Stockton out there with Jeff Hornacek. We've got Ostertag. Tonight, we'll see him work to establish that all-important presence under the glass. Then it's Russell, and it's Malone in at the power forward.
Well, really a promising young roster for the Utah Jazz team, guys. A lot of blue-chip talent there. I think in a couple of years, this team has a chance to be one of the best in the West.
And you got to give this Utah front office a lot of credit. You're right, Clark. They've only missed the playoffs 5 times in the last 30 seasons. Steve, that is a remarkable run.
What I like about Utah, too, Kevin, is that they seem to stay ahead of the curve. They make moves while they still have leverage. Dealing Carlos Boozer, Kirilenko, Aaron Williams. So they've done a good job of getting value, getting assets, and continuing to look ahead.
Now, here is Russell. Following the miss by Michael Jordan. Russell dishes to Hornacek. Stolen. And here we go, the Bulls fast break. Harper, no good. And it's Utah's ball. Dishes it to Stockton. Pass to Hornacek. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Stockton. From outside the arc, and that one's good. Stockton's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Rodman kicks to Jordan. Left side, Jordan. Jordan with another miss.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it.
He dishes it to Hornacek. He kicks it to Stockton. Ostertag, a screen on Jordan. Pippen against Russell. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Pippen with the steal. Here's Jordan. The big dunk at the end of the break.
Well, this is how you completely rattle an opponent's rhythm.
Yeah, you know, such terrific on-the-ball defense to trigger the transition opportunity.
And it wasn't just the tough D, it was the exclamation point they put on the fast break with the slam.
Utah with the ball after the Bulls pick up 2. And there's the feed to Stockton. Nice ball movement by Utah. Malone kicks to Stockton. Pass to Russell. Back to Stockton. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Stockton's got 6.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
Here's Pippen. Moments ago, our Doris Burke caught up with Phil Jackson. Doris?
Not turning the ball over is important for any team, obviously. But he said it takes on extra meaning when going up against a team with so many small ball hawks, who will seize any opportunity to come up with a steal and turn it into easy points on the other end of the floor. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the report, Doris. Guys, what do you do to spread this defense out?
Well, I think you've got to come at them with a variety of offensive looks. Try to keep them guessing, keep their rotations a little bit off rhythm.
As usual, Steve, you're all over it. You've got to keep switching things up on them so they can't get settled into a defensive rhythm or groove. So Give them something they don't expect.
Clock is at 3. Here's Stockton. Moves back up, and it's blocked. But they get it back. Hornacek kicks to Russell. Now the pass to Stockton. From outside, off the mark. Chicago trailing here. Right side, Jordan. He feeds it to Harper. He passes to Longley. Pippen a screen on Malone. Here's Longley, and it's sent back by Russell. Jeff Hornacek on the wing. Ostertag, a screen on Jordan. Kicks it to Malone. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Well, he's established himself as one of the league's premier clutch performers, you know, with some unbelievable plays down the stretch of tight ball games.
And he is also so good at getting his hands on the ball without fouling. When an opposing player is on his way to the hoop, that's a real knack. Excellent hand-eye coordination makes that possible for him.
Free throw drops from Malone.
Boy, I tell you, the Bulls showed how resilient they could be without Derrick Rose last season. They played competitive basketball, but up against the Western Conference, they just didn't quite have the same punch. Got beat up pretty good out west.
And the Jazz making a change here. Carr's checked in. And both free throws good for Malone. And back to the Bulls against the West. Not sure what exactly their shortcomings were, but in the end, Steve, they were only able to win 11 games out of the 30 they played out of conference.
You know, the Bulls were a team that could win games on grit and toughness, but the West was a lot more talented last year than the East. And so some nights Chicago just kind of ran into reality, and they didn't have enough talent to deal with some of those Western teams.
Now here's Pippen. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
Utah's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Carr with the screen on Jordan. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Yeah, good call there. You could tell he was moving into the defender when he tried to set the screen.
Yeah, lowered that shoulder, dipped right into him, too. I mean, he was going to be called on that foul either way.
Bulls making a switch here. Kerr's checked in. Jordan with it. The dish to Kerr. Pass to Longley. Down low. Pippen. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
While never a lock for the playoffs, the Jazz were in the driver's seat for a playoff spot up until the All-Star break last season. However, after the second half kicked up again, they just couldn't beat the teams they needed to and lost a lot of ground, letting the Lakers back in the hunt.
The first one falls. Of course, the Lakers would eventually pass them up during the final days to snag a playoff spot, but Steve, as you said, it was just a poor run of games for the Jazz right after the All-Star break that did them in.
Well, it would have been nice for this young core to gain some valuable playoff experience, but they did pick up a couple of first-round draft picks. They continue to add talent to this deep roster, and I would think it's just a matter of time before they're back in the playoffs again.
Guys, how about the Bulls being able to nab the 5th seed in the East last season, in large part due to how they were able to play on the road? Of course, when you play tough, solid defense like they do, it makes it easier to be competitive and string together road wins.
And for the Bulls, defense is one of the few things in the NBA that can neutralize a home court advantage. And Steve, a big part of why they had the success they had on the road.
Yeah, they went 21-20 away from the United Center, and one of only 5 teams in the entire East who managed to stay above 500 away from home. That's a real tribute to this team and the coaching staff.
And he can't hit the second.
You know, Utah usually matches up well with Eastern Conference teams because style of play is similar. Both Eastern Conference and the Jazz like to play a grinded-out physical game, and Utah has the bigs and the defensive mentality to thrive in a slower-paced game, and that's why they went 17-13 against the Eastern Conference.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. On back to the Jazz against the A's did what they needed to do against the conference as a whole, winning more than they lost, but they also, Steve, had some key setbacks.
And the big one that I can remember was last year when they had that 4-game road trip to the East Coast. They went 0-4, and that was when they saw their grasp on a playoff spot start to slip away.
Jazz have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game.
Come on, back it up, man.
Russell against Pippen. Malone, a screen on Jordan. Hornacek passes to Malone. Great touch on the 16-footer.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Bulls trail by 3. Pippen kicks to Rodman. Feeds it to Jordan. Dishes to Kerr. Uncovered. He squares up and sinks it. Kerr's got his first points of the night. The Jazz have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Rodman against Russell. Into Karl Malone. Tries to save it. Pass to Stockton. Back to Russell. Jazz passing it around. 5 on the clock. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. And it's Jordan with the jam. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Bulls?
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Well, the other thing I like is defensively they're causing turnovers, and that's allowing them to get into transition.
Russell with it. He's picked up by Pippen. Jeff Hornacek on the wing. Back to Russell. His 3-pointers off the mark. The Bulls have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. And it's Pippen with the jam.
You got to love that great assist by Jordan.
And here's Stockton. He has 6. He kicks to Hornacek. Back to Stockton. No good with the triple.
More often than not today, those shots have not dropped for him.
Jordan with it. Now guarded by Hornacek. He dishes it to Russell. The feed to Stockton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They sure have been. I mean, really looking good and sharp offensively.
Yeah, knocking down the open shots and really getting a nice flow to their game.
A nice shot by Jordan.
And his shots are dropping right now. This quarter has been very kind to him.
Now Russell. And the Jazz call time here. So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Here's Isley, defended by Kerr. Anderson passes to Isley. Shot clock at 6. Morris with the bucket. Morris has got his first 2 points.
Fantastic pass. He turned that one into a pretty easy basket for his teammate.
Kerr kicks to Brown. Kerr outside Kukos. Here's Isley with the lead pass, and Anderson slams it in.
Boy, the kind of moments you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
Oof.
Yeah, turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities. That's what it's all about.
Now here's Brown, but they recover it. Brown right side. Kukoc dishes to Brown. The pass to Bushler. Three-pointer. No good. And Utah the other way now.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, a little frustrated now, shaking his head after that miss.
Anderson passes to Isley. Tries from 10. That's good. There's 31 seconds left to play in the first. Passes it to Wennington. He feeds it to Kerr. Pass to Brown. Here's Bushler. Kicks to Kukoc. Just 5 to shoot for 3. The rebound by Anderson. Got it up. No good on that last second attempt there. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Jazz lead by 1. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And we welcome you back. Glad to have you with us as more basketball is on the way. During the break, the players getting refueled with Gatorade. They're looking amped up and ready to get going once again. And guys, from what we've been watching with the Jazz, what are you guys seeing out there?
And you get a chance early on to see their depth. They got a nice effort from their bench players early in this game.
Yes, Steve, I tell you what, their subs have really packed the punch for them so far.
Here's Isley. The dish to Anderson. Feeds it to Howard. Another shot. Keith's shot is good.
Boy, he crashed the boards with purpose right there. Well-deserved second chance points for him.
Bulls trail by 3.
Well, the Bulls battled in last year's postseason. Got a Game 7 win in Brooklyn to sneak out of round 1 in what was one of the more interesting series of the first round, but then fell to the Heat in round 2.
The Jazz shooting at 50% in a decent group. Isley, the pass to Ostertag. Isley, he's guarded by Harper. Here's Isley. In low to Howard. Kukoc with the steal. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Harper kicks to Kukoc. 6 to shoot. Lets it go from 11. That one off the back iron and out. And for the Bulls, no Rose the whole time. And they had questions constantly being asked if he would return. But the team came together, Steve, and showed the Bulls aren't just a one-man show.
You know, they missed him, though, Kevin, and desperately. I thought they performed admirably, but they really needed him against the Heat. They were able to steal Game 1 in that Eastern Conference semifinal matchup, but without him, the Bulls just didn't have enough firepower to beat Miami.
And the free throw good from Howard.
You know, you look at the flex offense that Utah utilizes, and it requires that players, one, be versatile and multi-skilled, but also that they have good basketball IQs. You need to be able to screen and read defenses effectively. And that's not easy, but it's certainly a good way to play if you've got the right people.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. And Clark, back to that flex offense you were talking about. Some players come into the league with the bad habit of standing around when they don't have the ball. Steve, that's not going to cut it in the flex.
No, it keeps you moving. It keeps the ball going. A lot of screening and cutting. It's a great offense, and it's difficult to cover. But I like what you said. It teaches the young players how to play as well.
The Bulls shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. No good on the free throw. Jeff Hornacek. He's checked in for Anderson. And the second free throw, good. Now here's Stockton. He has 6. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Howard kicks to Malone. Parrish is there. Outside Howard. Ostertag with it. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Hornacek kicks to Malone. Over Kukoc. Malone's shot good. And the Jazz lead by 5.
Well, it's obvious. The difference in this quarter has been their dominance on the offensive boards.
Yeah, I think you're right, Clark. A lot of second chance points, and they're not resting on their lead. They're really being aggressive and attacking the lane.
Here's Bushley. On the wing, Kukoc. Pass to Bushley. No good on the triple. Jazz leading by 5. Malone a screen on Longley. Dishes it to Howard. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Now you can see why the defense is willing to let him take that shot. That's really not his range.
Harper against Stockton. Bushler. And the Bulls with another miss. Jazz have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Stockton against Harper. Stockton dishes to Malone. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Chicago making some changes. Dennis Rodman, he's checked in for Parrish. And Scottie Pippen is subbed in for Tony Kukoc. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Jordan the pass to Pippen. There's the pass to Longley. Back to Pippen. Clock at 6. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Harper, no good. Jazz leading by 5. And here's Hornacek. He kicks it to Stockton. From deep. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Steve Kerr's checked in for Ron Harper. Bulls trail by 5. Now Pippen. He has 6. He dishes it to Kerr. Back to Pippen. Tries to snap the cold streak. And good on the basket. Book it. Pippen's got his 3rd basket of the night.
The defense sagged off, and, he did not hesitate to rise up and bury that 3.
Utah's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Kerr against Stockton. Now the feed to Russell. He passes to Malone. Backing down. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots the 3. Leaps for it. Utah gets it back. Hornacek kicks to Stockton. He feeds it to Malone. Over Rodman. Malone. Good. Malone's got 8 points. And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
Yeah, he definitely saw some things that were not working for them out there. And now he's going to make some adjustments.
I'm not sure what it was, but he clearly wanted something to change out there.
Bulls trail by 4. Here's Pippen. 9 points in the game so far. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
Well, that pass had just a little bit too much heat on it for him to make a clean steal.
Yeah, I think it would have been a tough catch for either of them.
Shot clock at 5. For the 3.
Boy, they're really struggling right now in a big way. The Bulls' offense staggered at times, guys, and one reason that was the case last season is they didn't have a big three-point threat. Second lowest in the league last season in three-pointers attempted. They really were a team that tried to score the ball inside.
And Clark, you mentioned the Bulls last season without Derrick Rose, not the flashiest offense, and Steve, that hurt him.
You know, having said that, I mean, that is a team that played relatively slow even with Derrick Rose. But last year, particularly slow, 27th in the league in fast break points. Look, this is a team that hangs its hat on defense and rebounding, and the fans love them for it. But to make that next step, they're going to have to improve their offense considerably.
Free throw drops from Malone. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Bulls trail by 6. Kerr kicks to Pippen. Passes it to Rodman. Back to Pippen. Pass to Kerr. Into Jordan. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. It's his first trip to the line. First free throw is good. The Jazz making a switch here. Carr's checked in. And so he makes both from the line. Jazz leading by 4. Stockton outside. Malone, a screen on Kerr. And Stockton, here we go. Outside, Russell. 5 to shoot. Kicks it to Malone. Tries from 10. Good as the jump shot falls. Malone's got 8 points in the quarter. Bulls trail by 6. Pippen kicks to Rodman. Back to Pippen. Puts the lead pass in front of him. And that one's good by Rodman.
Now, he's one of the best in the league when it comes to executing that lead pass.
Jazz have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Stockton kicks to Russell. There's the dish to Malone. Shot from 6. Uses the glass to drop it in. Malone's got 14.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
It's Pippen with a drive. Pass to Longley. Kerr outside Jordan. Hornacek covering. No good from Jordan.
Just an enormous advantage for them on the boards.
Guys, the key to the lead, to me, has been they've dominated the glass. It's that simple.
The pass to Carr. Into Karl Malone. Great pass to set up the layup. And now an 8-point Utah lead.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Outside Pippen. Feeds it to Jordan. Hornacek covering. Fader on the way. Misses off the left iron. The Jazz have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Now here's Stockton. 6 points for him. Russell. Back to Stockton. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots just have not dropped for him today.
Up top, Pippen. He's covered by Stockton. Back to Pippen. Fires from deep. Gets it to go. Pippen's got 6 here in this quarter.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
Jazz leading by 5. Utah calls timeout.
Well, they were getting tired out there. A quick timeout gives them an opportunity to catch their breath.
Chicago making a switch here. Stockton outside. Passes to Carr. Good. And the Jazz lead by 7. There's a minute left to play in the first half. Back to Jordan. Right side, Jordan. Can't get it to go. Nice D from Russell.
Some rugged defense there against one of the stronger finishers in the game.
Dishes it to Stockton. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Jazz have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far.
At the line for 1.
And the technical free throw is good. Jeff Hornacek. He's checked in for Utah.
Hornacek.
Foster dishes to Stockton. He kicks it to Foster. Shot clock at 6. Back to Stockton. From deep three-point range. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And the Bulls making a change here. There's 18 seconds left in the first half. Kerr with it. He dishes it to Jordan. And again, no good by Chicago. And Stockton, here we go. And he's back in business as a jumper finally drops for him. Stockton's got 8. That'll do it for the first half. It's the Jazz up 10. And get ready now for the Sprint Halftime Show with Damon Bruce. The second half will be coming up right after that on 2K Sports.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Now let's go straight to the Monday night halftime report. Utah with the lead against Chicago. And give them credit defensively. They're boxing out, controlling their defensive backboards. It's been a superstar display by Karl Malone. Seems like everything's falling for him. Not sure if he even knows how to miss. And a tough matchup, but the Bulls are staying afloat. Active hands is the way you describe their play. Getting a good amount of steals. They're playing up defensively and picking them off. Big first half for Scottie Pippen. He has 12 points, and he's been able to provide some nice assists as well. That's it for me here in the studio. Time to send you back out to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the start of the third quarter.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And the third quarter about ready to get underway.
No slowing him down. Just incredible numbers from Malone. He's got 16 points, and he's done his job at the charity stripe. He's gotten 4 of his points from there.
And that's a good place to get them. You know, they don't come easier than that, but you've got to get yourself there first.
Now, here is Hornacek. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Harper kicks to Pippen. The rim is shaken. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Even when they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular. And he pulled it off.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, now's when they need a little spark anyway.
Here is Russell. Back to Malone. Working on Rodman. Here's Russell. And a miss there on the triple. There's the feed to Malone. The second chance effort. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Nice work to get inside and draw the foul.
Yeah, it's obvious. The defense not going to allow many easy layups. They're going to make you earn it from the line.
This is his third trip to the free throw line in the game. Free throw drops from Malone. No good on the second free throw. Bulls trail by 9. Pippen, the pass to Rodman. He feeds it to Harper. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. Harper's got his first bucket of the night. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Hornacek against Jordan. Hornacek kicks to Russell. Pass to Malone. Now Ostertag inside. And he finishes nicely on the way.
Good job there, recognizing the mismatch and then just going straight up with the shot. He's got a major height advantage.
Harper dishes to Pippen. Outside, Rodman. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Harper the pass to Jordan. Again, Chicago.
Perfect on their first 3 shots now. That's the way to start the second half.
Jazz leading by 7. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. And Malone backing in. Changes up. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. Dennis Rodman picks one up.
Yeah, he got whacked. Shouldn't be much debate on that one.
Yeah, that was as straightforward as it gets, guys.
The Jazz have shot the ball pretty well from the line, going 8 of 11. Free throw drops from Malone. And so he hits both. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Bulls trail by 9. Outside Jordan. He passes to Longley. Outside Pippen. Clock at 6. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. Utah leading by 9. Stockton outside. Into Karl Malone. The basket is good. The assist from Stockton. Malone's got 5 points now in the quarter.
I tell you, he's really carrying a lot of the load offensively, and that's almost always good news for them.
Chicago calls timeout. Nice game. Great performance by Karl Malone.
He's been attacking the rim with reckless abandon. They're searching for answers. Some way they got to figure out how to contain him.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Longley against Ostertag. Kicks it to Pippen. Michael Jordan on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. The rebound by the Jazz. Russell's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Their rebounding has been off the charts today, guys. Reason number 1, this game is out of hand.
Exactly. I mean, the score is right where you'd expect it to be when the battle on the boards is that lopsided.
The drive by Jordan, and the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
Everything's going right now. 4 for 5 shooting, 80%. They got their offense clicking.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. Utah leading by 8. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Anderson passes to Isley. 6 to shoot. They get a hand on it. Jordan against Russell. Backing down is Jordan. Outside for Pippen. Fires the 3. Offensive rebound. Rejected by Keith. And here's Russell. Here's Isley. Anderson outside. Pass to Isley. From deep. And the basket good. Isley's got 5 now. And here are the Bulls now. They trail by 11. Outside Rodman. Guarded by Keith. Shoots a fader. Rodman's shot is off. Utah has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Outside Russell. And there's the pass to Isley. Clock at 6. Back to Russell. There's the 3. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
These defenders had better start closing out on those shooters.
Yep, that's twice in a row now where they've done exactly the opposite and backed off.
Here's Harper. Now the dish to Jordan. Jordan can't get that one to fall. Jazz leading by 14. Keefe with a screen on Harper. Isley the pass to Russell. Here's Isley, guarded by Jordan. Here's the screen. Passes it to Keefe. Pass to Isley. Carr with the screen on Harper. Anderson right side. The pass to Isley. Carr with the screen on Harper. Here's Isley. He's guarded by Harper. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
So far, they've turned in a fantastic performance from the three-point line. It's been a weapon all game.
And we're also seeing that power down low. A lot of good offensive moves down on the block.
And he makes the first. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Bulls trail by 15. Kukoc kicks to Kerr. Back to Kukoc. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. Utah has gone 2 of 3 when they've ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Stockton outside. Deflected. Tries to keep it alive. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here. Jeff Hornacek. He's checked in for Isley. Here's Stockton. Money from the lane. Stockton's got 10 points.
They had that play ready to go. Well done on the inbound.
Chicago calls timeout. Nice game. Great performance by Karl Malone.
They don't seem to have any answers for him. They need to review their game plan and look for a way to cool him off.
Bulls trail by 15. Kerr kicks to Kukoc. Can't hit. Excellent D there from Foster. The Jazz have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Hornacek backing down. His first shot coming late. Morris dishes to Stockton. Feeds to Hornacek. Back to Stockton. Launches it. Stockton can't get that one to fall.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Kerr the pass to Brown. Pass to Longley. The rebound by Malone. Malone's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Hornacek against Brown. Now Hornacek, quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. 4 on the shot clock. 3-pointer from Stockton. Chicago grabs the miss.
He had a couple in the first, but so far he's been unable to get uncorked here.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. Great Ostertag, he's checked in for the Bulls. Russell comes in for Morris. Bulls have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one.
Well, they were a fairly decent free throw shooting team a year ago, Kevin, about 77% from the line.
You know, success at the line just became contagious for them. A few guys got on the roll, and it carried over to the rest of the team.
Now, here is Russell. Hornacek kicks to Malone. And it's blocked by Weddington. And there's a minute 45 left to play in the third. Passes it to Bushley. Dishes to Brown. Pass to Bushley. A 3-ball. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
As long as they keep spraying them from deep, we're going to have ourselves one exciting finish.
Well, it took them a while, but they're finally starting to get some rhythm offensively on the outside.
Stockton outside. Into Karl Malone. Fires it up. The Jazz with another miss.
And the defense did a pretty good job of closing off the middle once he got inside the lane.
1:04 left in the third quarter. Kerr kicks to Brown. And the pass to Bushley. The 3. It's rebounded by Ostertag. Utah leading by 10. Malone a screen on Brown. Here's Hornacek. The offensive rebound. Malone. The stupendous finish in traffic. Malone's got 7 points for the quarter.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
Now here's Brown. Bushley. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Bushler's got 7.
And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve.
Stockton outside. Back to Malone. It's hauled in by Brown.
And no need to rush it. They can play for one shot.
And I think they should wait till about the 5-second mark to go for it.
Off his foot, and the ref's whistling a kick ball. Six seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Jordan. Offline. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Jazz lead by 9. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. Bulls trail by 9. Outside Pippen. Shoots off the step back. Right through the cylinder that time. All net. Pippen's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Bulls. Stockton with it. Now defended by Harper. The baseline J. The kick out to Anderson. Outside Russell. He dishes it to Stockton. Back to Russell. Just 5 on the clock. No good. Nice D from Pippen. Bulls trail by 7. And 3 from Jordan. John Stockton with the rebound. Ostertag a screen on Harper. Anderson outside. Back to Stockton. Pulls it from the elbow. And too long on the shot.
He's playing selfishly now, guys. He's just trying to get as many shots up as he can. Doesn't look at all concerned about his teammates.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
Anderson up top. From deep. Gets it to go. And the Jazz lead by 8. For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Harper dishes to Rodman. He kicks to Jordan. Back to Rodman. Bulls moving the ball around. Harper the pass to Pippen. Jordan outside Pippen. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Ostertag has screen on Harper. Anderson with the ball. Guarded now by Dennis Rodman. Stockton kicks to Russell. That's good. And a nice assist from Stockton. Stockton's got 3 assists now in this one.
You know, their three-point shooting since halftime is about as good as you could possibly ask for, guys.
Now's the time to put the pedal to the metal, boys. Keep firing those deep balls and build that lead up.
Chicago calls timeout.
And they need a timeout, Kevin. They haven't been boxing out like they need to, and they're giving up a ton of second-chance points.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Phil Jackson as he addressed his basketball team. He is not pleased with the score and implored them to try to make a push right now, saying, "We don't have time, fellas. If we can't make a dent soon, I'll have to pull the plug." Pretty blunt, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, Doris.
Take a look at what Jordan's done. He's got 13 points, and he has 1 steal to his credit as well.
But he's done a better job than the numbers indicate, really. I think he's been really sound defensively, and he's helped his club.
And the first one drops. And Utah making a change here. Morris is checked in. Good on both. Jazz leading by 9. Hornacek dishes to Morris. The feed to Malone. 6 on the shot clock. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Utah, Karl Malone. At the line for 2.
He's off on the first. And he's good on the second. Bulls trail by 10. Harper kicks to Pippen. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Here's Carr. Hammers it down off the coast-to-coast break.
Oh, boy, nice one-man fast break on that one.
It sure was a stylish finish to cap it off, too.
Harper kicks to Pippen. Back to Harper. Jacks up a 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Scottie Pippen. Pippen's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Jazz leading by 9. Now, here is Morris. He feeds it to Hornacek. Shot clock at 6. Good D by Jordan.
Great defense there. You really have to challenge him at that range.
Rejected by Hornacek. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. A different look for Utah. Ostertag comes in for Antoine Carr. And it's Russell in for Morris. Here's Jordan. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Jordan's got 9 points now in just the second half. Utah has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Here's Isley. He passes it to Russell. And again, it's Utah. Bulls trail by 9. Pippen kicks to Jordan. Back to Pippen. The dish to Harper. 6 on the shot clock. Jordan against Hornacek. And the Bulls, another 3.
The defenders need to talk to each other. The communication lacking there on that three-pointer.
Here's Isley. Kicks to Russell. No one near him. Utah gets it back.
Multiple possessions have been the story of the game, and even with the big lead, this team continues to be quicker to the ball.
That's blocked. They retain possession. Count that one. And the Jazz lead by 8. The Bulls have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Harper the pass to Kukoc. Feeds to Jordan. Dishes it to Pippen. Pass to Kukoc. Bulls moving the ball around. That's good. 22 points for Michael Jordan.
Tell you what, he's been zeroed in on the hoop all quarter long, making big shots.
Jazz leading by 6. Here's Isley. Outside, Russell. 5 on the clock.
Yeah, you know, these calls can be some of the toughest in the game for the officials.
It all happened so fast, but I really think that was the right call. The defender was not really set in that situation.
Utah calls timeout.
They've been very untidy with the ball here. You commit turnovers when you try to do too much or you force it. They need to focus on making the simple play, good passes, and moving the ball around.
From the inbound. Rebound by Pippen. Pippen's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Passes it to Longley. He dishes it to Kukoc. Back to Pippen. Outside Harper. Outside Pippen. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Ostertag. Jazz leading by 6. Hornacek dishes to Russell. That is good. Russell's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Well, it's been a tale of 2 halves, hasn't it, guys? After a terrible first half, he's really picking it up.
Jordan kicks to Kukoc. Pass to Harper. Outside Pippen. Back to Harper. The pass to Jordan. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pippen for 3. That's good. Pippen's got 9 points here in the second half.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
Yeah, in fact, 3 of the last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now, here is Russell. Jeff Hornacek on the wing. He kicks it to Malone. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
Chicago making a switch here. Rodman's checked in. Bulls trail by 5. Pippen with it. Harper kicks to Jordan. Hornacek covering. Turnaround James. And finished off by Longley. There it is, guys. That Olay defense. Just watching him go, Clark, right by.
I think we might be seeing which team is ready to take control of this game.
Yeah, that's a dunk that could absolutely get them going. I agree, Clark.
And the Jazz call time here.
Well, he sees something that he doesn't like. I'm not sure what it is, but I think he's going to make some changes here.
I think you've got to make your adjustments pretty quickly like he's doing here. Otherwise, things can get out of hand. So this is a good timeout.
Stockton against Harper. Stockton outside. Russell passes to Malone. Malone is doubled. Russell. They get it back. And the jam by Karl Malone.
They've done a great job of controlling the boards in this one, Kevin.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're losing by 5. There is a minute 40 left to play in the final quarter. And here are the Bulls now. It's a 5-point game. Jordan dishes to Harper. Back to Jordan. 1:27 left in the fourth. The shot misses. Good work defensively by Hornacek. Up and against Russell. The feed now to Hornacek. He passes to Stockton. The dish now to Malone. Pippen with the steal. Gives him the lead pass. Connects! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Yeah, he put himself in great position to finish that break off, guys.
Yep, right to the rack.
Stockton against Harper. Stockton draws the double. He feeds it to Hornacek. Kicks it to Malone. Here's Ostertag. Off target at the rim.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
Harper the pass to Longley. No luck. Now the Jazz take it the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Russell kicks to Hornacek. 6 to shoot. Russell. Stockton outside. Fires for 3. And that one's good.
An example right there, guys, of how even as their lead grew into a big one, they never started coasting.
That's the truth. I mean, they've been in charge of this game all the way through.
Chicago calls timeout. They're down by 6. 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Six seconds left to play here in the fourth. Pippen for 3. Nails the triple.
How about that? They respond to a three-pointer with a quick 3 of their own.
Yeah, terrific. Great back-and-forth sequence right there.
And the Jazz call time here. They're in front by 3. Just 2 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Smart foul there. You've got to try to extend the game.
Yeah, it's still close, but they're fighting that clock much as the score right now.
And so it's Utah who's straight by with the win. Well, they don't get much more exciting than that, Clark.
They sure don't. And when it was gut check time, this team kept their composure, kept their emotions in check, and got it done.
And that'll do it for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan saying so long and thanks for joining us as we leave you with the Jordan Player of the Game.